Hi, my name is Richard Costello, and this is my informed speech for Column 210. And this is my surroundings, and my note cards. Okay. And I will begin. So I am here to inform you on how to drive safely. So I have been in a car crash before, and I'm sure many people have as well. It is a common thing. Everybody drives. A lot of people have a car. It's a common thing that we do nowadays to get from point A to point B. And human error occurs. We are not perfect. And in my car crash, it occurred because I made the error of not yielding to the right-of-way. I missed a car. I went out into the intersection to turn left, and I missed a car because I was too busy focusing on the light turning red. It was a yellow light. And however, the other car did blow through their lights, so they did not yield to right-of-way as well. So we both failed to do the same thing, and the other driver, he did not have a license, so I was not at fault, but still. So I'm saying this because timing is important when driving in order to protect yourself and not interfering with other cars, and it can mean life or death. Driving is a serious responsibility that takes attention to yourself, but more importantly, what the other drivers are doing on the road. Intersections are a main source of interaction a person will have with other cars. Knowing your place on the road and when to take up that space is essential to being a defensive driver. Explanation for why drivers fail to see these important safety rules of the road. First is the simple fact that drivers are not patient, and they are more willing to take risks instead of yielding to other drivers with the right of way, according to Matthew Lathrop, my source. To begin learning what's the right of way at stoplights, which are one of the most common intersections drivers will come across, can help maintain ultimate safety of both you and the other drivers on the road. One accommodation of driving at intersection is the risk increases. This is because it's large and a lot of cars come to it. The number one important thing is to watch your light. If it's green, it's go. If it's yellow, it's yield. And if it's red, it means stop. And however, there's an exception for red. If it's a right turn, you need to look in the way of the cars that are coming toward the direction you want to go to, and make sure that your desired lane is clear before you make that right turn. However, you are able to make a right turn on red. That is one exception. And at a green light, if it's a solid green, it means you have to yield and wait for the other cars that are coming straight across from you in order for you to cross traffic. Now, if you have a green arrow, that means you have the right of way and you are able to go. According to Lathrop again, what is essentially troubling is the fact that collisions such as this often involve crashes at dangerous speeds, and they typically occur at intersections. Like I said, it is a very dangerous place, and that is why I feel like it is important to inform people on the safety procedures and how to drive safely at intersections, so that way we can prevent crashes and be safe. Stop signs. The bottom line is you always stop. No matter what, you always stop at a stop sign. You come to a complete stop. That is your first job. Now, there are different types of stops. If it's a four-way, whoever's car got there first goes first. Now, if two people got there simultaneously, the person on the right goes first. And now you can also just be cautious, and if you don't know, just don't go at all and just wait for the other driver. And sometimes other drivers will signal you to go, so just be aware of your surroundings and be aware of the other drivers and yourself is the bottom line. Now, if it's a three-way stop, same thing, whoever got there first and the car on the right. And lastly, roundabouts are another type of intersection that people come across. Now those are specific to certain areas. Now we have them around here, so I feel like it's important to inform people on this. And that's what I'm going to do. Your main job at a roundabout is to first slow down to a 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sometimes you do not have to come to a complete stop. You need to look to your left, and if there are any cars coming, then you need to stop and wait and let those cars go, because they are getting on the roundabout first. Now if there are no cars coming on your left, then you can enter onto the roundabout. Then your job is to make sure no cars enter the roundabout and abruptly cut you off. That's your next job. And lastly, your job is to make sure that you exit on the roundabout safely, and to make sure you get off and know where you're going. And in conclusion, human errors make up 94 to 95% of car crashes. However, humans are generally not bad drivers. It is just hard to pay attention to yourself and other drivers at the same time. However, if you are aware and know the skills to do so, it is easier and can prevent crashes better. Through research, I have discovered that a lack of patience and knowledge of how and when to drive on the roads is why a lot of car crashes can occur. And so I feel like informing people can prevent that, and that is what I wanted to do. Education for all would improve the number of crashes, and due to this, the roads would become safer. I have explained 3 instances in which are high risk for crashes, and that's why I wanted to inform people so the safety increases. These 3 types are roundabouts, traffic lights, and stop signs. Informing can save lives. Thank you.